Welcome back. If you've just watched the previous video of the modern tier, I'm now going to open up the economy tier books and have a look at those. There were some big disappointments with the modern tier, so let's hope that the economy tier goes better. It's not looking good so far, but let's have a look. Okay, we've got here X-Men 64, the first appearance of Sunfire, and 5.0. Okay, now I knew this was going to be lower grade because I had to pick and choose which ones to buy. This is a very expensive book in higher grades. This is for the PC. I didn't really want to spend a huge amount of money, so I went for something mid-grade. It's come back a 4.0, and it's the first appearance of Josie, Archie's Pals and Gals number 23 from 1962. So some of you will remember Josie and the Pussycats. And that's the first appearance. And this is not a particularly expensive book, but it's a book I wanted for the PC. It's Batman 183. It's the second appearance of Poison Ivy, but I mean, I just like the cover and the way that the scene is set in this cover, and also when they had an exhibition for DC comic books in Tokyo, they set up a display unit just like this, and I thought that was pretty cool. So that is Batman 183. Next is ASM 108. It's also low grade. This is a 4.0. It's the first appearance of Shashan. ASM 108. Right, now I knew this was going to be a 0.5, so there's no disappointment or argument about that. Yeah, it's 0.5 because there's no cover. The front cover is missing. The back cover is there, but there's no front cover. Now, this is a huge book. So even with the front cover missing, this book has value because this is the first appearance of the Sinister Six, which actually is you can see it very clearly on that first page with the front cover missing. So a 0.5 of Amazing Spider-Man Annual 1 from 1964. This is a book I will put up for sale immediately because it's a second copy. I was after this book for a while, but in the end I got two in the same week. It's Conan the Barbarian number 14, and it's the first appearance of Elric of Melniboné, which was a Michael Moorcock character, for those of you who know, and I used to read all of those books, and I was well into that character when I was younger, so it makes sense for me to have it. Oh, and this is a nice surprise. This is Star Trek number 1 from 1967. I have a Star Trek this is my second copy. The first one is a 4.5, and this one is a 5.5. So that is a nice little, tiny little upgrade for me. This one will go into the PC and the um, and uh, and the 4.5 will go on sale, and this actually is what the cover of Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1 would look like. This is a facsimile of the original cover. Now here's a very early X-Men, first appearance of the Changeling. I think this might be the first time that the X-Men met Spider-Man. It's only a 2.5, so I'll have to look at the notes on that. It's probably something detached. But X-Men number 35, first appearance of the Changeling from 1967. Here is a book. I thought this was going to be about 7, so going back a 5 is a little bit less than I expected. Presents really well. Submariner 19 from 1969. Walter Newell becomes Stingray. Well, see, sometimes you see a photo of a book, it looks better than it really is. I thought this was higher than 2.5, but this is a big Spider-Man key. Amazing Spider-Man 31, and it's the first appearance of Gwen Stacy. So that is that's a big book. Of course, it'd be nicer if it was a higher grade, but you know, we can't have everything. Here is a nice pre-code horror. Black Cat Mystery Comics 48 from 1954. Could you face the lonely? 3.0. That's a great book. It's great. I really like the old pre-code horrors a lot. Now this is a book. This is a 4.0. Looks like a 4.0 to me. It's the first appearance of the Beast with Fur, and the first appearance of Carl Maddox. It's Amazing Adventures 11, featuring the Beast. It's another low grade. Didn't expect this to be quite as low grade, but I didn't pay a lot for this book, so that's a good thing. It is a 2.0. It's quite severe. It's quite bad condition. That's one of the chances you take when you buy online. It's a Doctor Doom story, first appearance of Valeria. This book in high grades is a lot of money, but it's only a 2.0, so it's not worth a lot. And it is Marvel Superheroes number 20. Here's a little fun book, not necessarily much value, not necessarily a great grade. I don't know if this is a mistake. I may have to check if this, because the label is blank, and I've never seen a blank label before, so I'm guessing that that's a mistake, and we will have to send that back in to CGC to be corrected, because it should at least say the first Twilight Zone in comics. But there it is, Twilight Zone #1 from 1962. Now we've got Strange Tales 1 to 6. It's the first appearance of Clear and Dormammu. 3.0. Strange Tales 126. Here is another low grade book, but it's a pretty big book, and it is, again, I never saw this book before it got cleaned and submitted, so I missed that there was a big chunk missing from this book. But anyway, Fantastic Four Annual #1 from 1963. It's a very early Spider-Man appearance. Origin of the Submariner. First appearance of Lady Dormer and Krang. Now this next book, it's very rare to see high grades, and high grades go for a lot because it's a black cover. But this one is not too bad. 4.5. Fantastic Four 112. One of my favourite covers. Maybe one of everybody's favourite covers. Classic Hulk Thing battle. Only a matter of time before we see that in the MCU, I'm sure. Fantastic Four 75. Gotta love that cover though. Nothing special about this book, no key, but you've got to love that cover. Fantastic Four 67. But it's been so long since I submitted these books, I didn't even know I had this. So this is the origin and first appearance of him for a 5.0, and he's going to be in he's definitely going to be in the MCU. Fantastic Four 67. Another low grade. Something key about this issue, but not marked down by a CGC. So Fantastic Four #43. Frightful Four appearance. I may have thought it was their first app, and that's why I submitted it. 1.8, pretty beat up copy. Now here's another big Spider-Man key. First appearance of the Rhino. Whatever. Fabulous way to make an entrance. 4.5 obviously, and Amazing Spider-Man 41 from 1966. And last but not least, another pre-code horror from 1944. Planet Comics #29. 4.0. And that's it. And there'll be more coming in the next few weeks. I'm expecting a couple of big keys and another box of moderns. Let's hope that box goes better than today's did. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.